never smooth on the map, never smooth. What you gonna do when you out, who you with, you ain't really like that, don't dig, don't you? Really on the move on the map, never slip, put your hands to your lips, don't dig, don't you?
Oh, there we go. How about we turn the mic on here this evening? Click the wrong button. What a way to start this evening. Thanks, Michael Cordray, for jumping in chat there and letting me know. You missed all my pearls of wisdom, but either way, let's take a look at the grid as everybody is gridding up here on track. So sorry for that, folks. We'll get things set up here and running a little smoother for the rest of the race. Here's our grid. Reagan Carty starting on pole with Kajim Murrieta to the outside. That's row number 1. Row number 2, we're going to find Bruce Velasquez Munoz with Elijah Toth in P4. Row 3, Kevin Allen and Ethan Becker going to make up row 3. Row 4, Russell Jr. Heaton and Tim Hurd in 7th and 8th place. 9th place goes to Lemuel Price and Michael Cordray in the Mr. Clean Machine. Row 6, Jane McGowan in P11 with Jeremiah Cromer rounding out the field. There you go, 12 cars set to participate here this evening. Should be a ton of fun. Here we go. Cars are out on their pace lap. Again, 30 laps of action coming your way. Not sure if we're going to be throwing a competition yellow at all or not at some point in time in the race. Hopefully things are tight all throughout the race and we don't necessarily need that competition yellow. Reagan Carty in the Coca-Cola machine leading the way. Murrieta, that Lego paint theme to the outside. Munoz. Bruce Velasquez Munoz. I believe Bruce took a win in one of our special stage races this week. I'm trying to remember if it was the street stock or if it was the GT4, but either way, a good showing for him. He's going to try and build off that here this evening in the ARCA series. Again, if you're interested in joining or participating in this series, you can find the link to the league Discord in the description of the video. They are always recruiting. ARCA action on Fridays, truck action on Saturday nights. Free league to join, broadcasted here on Racers Nexus. We have a few more corners to go here, and then the pace car will be pulling off as we look back here for the pace car, Carty heating up those tires. Murrieta to his outside. Kind of strategy is going to unfold here into turn 1. Is Murrieta going to try and get the jump on Carty into turn 1? Is Carty going to be able to defend? Maybe Velasquez or Toth find a way up through there. Either way, pace car is in. We're about to kick off 30 laps of action coming your way. Here we go. Green is out and away we go. Reagan Carty getting a massive jump on the field. Going to hold on to his top qualifying position. Battle is for second place. Bruce Velasquez Munoz going to move himself up into second place. Kajim Murrieta started on the outside of the front row, taking it out wide. Trying to fight back and hold off Munoz, but it's too late. Munoz already up into second place. Meanwhile, Carty has quickly run away from the field, but let's hop back here to Elijah Toth, currently in fourth place. He's already broken away a little bit from Kevin Allen in 5th and Russell Heaton Jr., who moves to the inside of Ethan Becker into the bus stop. Becker a little bit of better line through the bus stop, though. Closes that gap back up on Heaton. Jade McGowan right there, too, as well. Lemuel Price not too far back. Tim Hurd in 10th. Michael Cordray falling back one spot into 11th place. Jeremiah Cromer taking up the back of the field. That car already looking hurt, and we'll take a look and see what happened to him in a moment. But other drivers come around to finish up lap 1. There you go, just as quick as that. 1 lap down and in the books. Biggest battle right now is for second place with Murrieta. Looking to the inside of BVM. Bruce Velasquez Munoz able to fight that off. Oh, a little loose for Murrieta out of turn 1. Tried to put the hammer down. A little too hard, though. Lost the back end. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. It's going to allow Elijah Toth to close up a little bit here. So we hop on board here with Toth looking ahead. So there's 2 cars battling for second place, heading into the bus stop. Is Murrieta going to duck out into the bus stop? No, he's going to stay tucked in behind. You see Velasquez getting a little slippery through the bus stop. Lost a little bit of time. Kevin Allen lurking in behind in 5th place. But let's take a look here and see what happened to Jeremiah Cromer on lap 1. So before the green flag even dropped, he had already lost the front end of that car. So we're going to have to go back a little bit farther here to see what actually happened to him. They got tangled up with Cordray. So it looks like maybe on the pace lap, Cromer lost the... Oh, he just due off to the left. Wasn't that a little bit of a hardware issue or something? Rarely do you see that happen. Looks like Jaden McGowan had a bit of an off track too as well. Cromer now in the pits. McGowan in 8th place, up 3 spots, but it looks like he's being flagged for an off track. Could have been anything major. He's got himself back on track. He's got Lemuel Price and Tim Hurd though right in behind. Price going to hold 9th spot into turn 1. Hurd going out a little wide. Michael Cordray lurking in behind. Just going to watch what's happening. He's trying to recover after that first lap, first corner incident. We got tangled up with Jeremiah Cromer. Let's head back up to this battle here for 2nd place. Munoz leading Murrieta as they have been from the drop of the green flag. Currently about 3/4 of the way through their 2nd lap. As they head to the penultimate corner here, the quick little left-hand sweeper. Easy to lose the back end through this corner here in these cars. Not a ton of downforce on these ARCA machines. BVM heading to the line. He's going to hold on to 2nd place. A little graze of the wall there for him. Going to cost him a little bit of time. Murrieta, though, not close enough to pounce. Into turn 1 they go for the 3rd time. Murrieta lurking behind, trying to force a mistake from BVM. They get the better run through the outside here, though. They're going to go side by side up through the S's. Oh, a little bit of archy-bargy through the S's. Murrieta, a little rub on the left front quarter of BVM. He's going to move himself up into 2nd place, back to where he qualified. Now, Ken Munoz mount a charge. He was able to get the jump on Murrieta at the drop of the green flag. Held on to that position for 3 laps. Murrieta's now got himself back up to where he qualified. Can he pull away from BVM? Could they battle a little more? Could Elijah Toth get back into the action here? Could Kevin Allen find some pace as the race goes on? Find out here in about 26 more laps as they're coming around to finish up lap number 3 and start lap number 4. Murrieta getting loose out of that final corner. These guys really gonna have to watch their tire wear here as they're pushing the envelope on the exit of that final corner. We've seen them get wiggling a couple times. You don't want to burn up that rear tire set. They will have to make a pit stop at some point in time. We'll see if anybody takes tires, if they've been able to save their tires. Meanwhile, Reagan Carty up front as he's been from the drop of the green flag. Holding the quickest lap of the race, 109.96 right now for him. Murrieta 110.36, the only other driver to drop into the 110s. This Velasquez's quickest lap, just under 1 second slower than Murrieta. So that's why we see Murrieta starting to open up that gap now over BVM in 3rd place. It's like Jaden McGowan might have had another issue here again. You see him flagged for a crash. Let's take a quick look here and see what happened to him. It's like heading into turn 1. Oh, just going to get loose on the exit. Oh, a little kiss off the inside wall and a little rub on the right front fender. It gathered back up though, and away he goes. In a battle here now for 8th place as Michael Cordray has caught Lemuel Price. Let's see, can Cordray make the move? He's looking to the inside. Price trying to defend back on the outside. It's going to be a drag race down the front straight. Looks like Michael Cordray missed his shift there. Didn't shift down, stayed in that higher gear, and it really impacted his exit out of the final corner. It's going to allow Lemuel Price to open up that gap now, about 4/10, but Cordray taking advantage of the liberal NASCAR track limits here at Watkins Glen. running it way outride. Now he's back on the tailpipe of Price. Will he mount a charge into the bus stop? Tim Hurd lurking in behind too as well. See Cordray looking to the inside. Doesn't carry enough pace to make that move. Emil Price get a hold onto that spot. Tim Hurd now right there, licking his chops in behind, watching this battle up ahead. See Price going wide, trying to carry a little more pace. Cordray taking the inside line, and he's going to power on by. So move Michael Cordray up into 8th place, +2 positions on the day for him. Now Tim Hurd's going to try his hand at getting around Lemuel Price. Hurd down 2 spots where he qualified. Started in 8th, that place occupied by Michael Cordray right now. Into turn 1 they go. Hurd not close enough to make a move. To try and set it up here through the S's, potentially make a move through the bus stop. See what kind of run he gets here. So we hop on board with Tim Hurd. See Lemuel Price and the green and black machine just up ahead. Losing a little bit of time in through the S's. Price getting through that section a little quicker. It's going to allow him to hold on to 9th place. Oh, Price going to go off wide. That's going to give him a slowdown. Will it be enough of a slowdown to allow Hurd to pass him? Does not look like it. Looks like Price was able to clear that slowdown. Hurd going to regroup, try and mount another charge. In through the penultimate corner they go. Hurd going to run out a little bit of wide. Price holding a tighter line in through the funnel corner. He's going to need a quick run off there, and away he goes. Meanwhile, Michael Cordray has opened up almost a 4-second gap over those 2 cars as he has started to leg out away from Lemuel Price once he's gotten by. Russell Heaton Jr. comfortably 23 seconds up the track from Michael Cordray. Ethan Becker about 2.5 seconds ahead of Heaton Jr. right now. Our leader, Reagan Carty, has led the way since the drop of the green flag. Oh, getting a little overzealous on the throttle out of turn 1. He's going to want to watch he doesn't burn up those tires. He has a comfortable lead right now, 7 seconds. If you burn up those rear tires, and your lap times will start to come down very, very quickly. He is still the only driver lapping in the 1 minute 10 second mark. The rest of our field in the 111s or 112s right now. Marietta 112.0 last time by. Bruce Velasquez Munoz starting to reel him back in though. Sitting about 4.8 seconds. Marietta catching the lap car of Jaden McGowan up ahead. See how quickly he's able to dispose of this lap car. Looks to the inside. Looks like McGowan just not going to give him that position though. Going to force Marietta to work for it. Normally you expect a lap car just to pull over and let them through. There we go, Marietta going to make the move on the outside. See if McGowan does not back out of it. I'm not sure if he realizes he's a lap down. This isn't a battle for position. You know who's loving this though? Bruce Velasquez Munoz in 3rd place. Oh, that was... that looked like an intentional impact there. We'll take another look at that. I hope that wasn't intentional because that's just dog shit racing if that's what that was. Let's go to the blimp here and see what happened. Oh, it's already happened there. Let's pick up the chopper cam again of this action. He got loose. He got loose and got over him, but he should have, the lap car should have just pulled over and let him through though. I don't know why he was battling. Let's take another look here at the onboard. from Munoz. Or from Munoz, from Murrieta. So it's Murrieta on the outside, McGowan. We need to go back here a little bit farther. Well, need to go even back farther here. Let's go, Alright, so we're on board here with McGowan as they headed in through the second to last corner. Stick here as we head to turn 1. Welcome in, Ibanez Pat. We're going to get a first-hand look here if there was an intentional turn to the left. So he went over to the right, kind of blocked. Go to the chase cam. So he's blocking Murrieta on the outside here. Now let's go back to the cockpit of McGowan. Take a look and see here. So again, remember McGowan, a lap car at this point in time. And looks like he might have got a little loose, but in the end, you're a lap car. You should just be letting the leaders by. There's no need to try and race them. Take somebody, ruin somebody's race, but we'll see how the stewards rule that. Speaking of lap cars, we got our leader Reagan Carty moving around Tim Hurd and Lemuel Price as they battle it out for 8th and 9th place. Carty currently on lap 11 of this 30-lap race. Tim Hurd has been unable to find a way around Lemuel Price. He's been following him for a couple of... Oh, man, Tim Hurd can lose it in through the bus stop, blocks up the right front, keeps it off the wall, though. Nice save for him. That's going to cost him a ton of time, though, off the back of Lemuel Price. After all that, that promotes Bruce Velasquez Munoz up into second place after that incident between Murrieta and McGowan. Needless to say, Murrieta not overly impressed on the radio comms after that one. Velasquez, though, sitting 14 seconds back of Carty, sitting a comfortable 13 seconds ahead of Elijah Toth. He's only 3 seconds ahead of Ethan Becker, has slowly been working his way up to the back of Toth. Becker last time by 111.72. Elijah Toth's 112.45, so quickly working his way up. He's got plenty of time to try and catch him as we're not quite at the halfway point as you see Becker losing the back end through the final corner. Keeps it off the wall though. He's going to take it deep into turn 1. That gap now 3.3. Oh, wiggling again. Becker pushing the envelope here. No doubt he's watching his relatives, saw that time was coming down to Toth, but those couple little wiggles through the last couple corners cost him almost 3/4 of a second here. See Elijah Toth just up ahead. So he's really pulled back on the throttle usage here, trying to save those tires. He's coming up to some lap traffic here ahead. See how quickly he's able to navigate around the traffic, or if he has to wait a second or two. It's going to be the 53 of Tim Hurd as we saw him go off through the bus stop. He's going to move to the right. He'll let Toth through. Now, will Becker be able to get through as quickly as Toth did? Sounds like Heaton Jr. going to come into the pits this time by. He is the first one in for service here. Russell Heaton Jr. from the 5th place position coming in to get some service. Keep an eye. Let's see if he puts some tires on or if he just gets a splash of fuel. I suspect these guys are going to put 4 sticker tires on, as there it is. The caution flag has been thrown. Competition caution on the field. Our leader, Reagan Carty, in through the final corner. He'll come in for his service as well as the rest of the field. Bruce Velasquez heading into the penultimate corner here too as well. Got Lemuel Price just ahead of him. A lap down. So the pits are closed. I'll have to wait till next time by to pop in for some service. They're going to pick up with the pace car here. Go around. Next time they'll come in, let's take a look again at what happened to Tim Hurd heading into the bus stop. He was following Lemuel Price. Think about trying to make the move, trying to push it deep into the braking. Just locked up that right front. Was able to keep it off the wall. So nice save by him. So the field's picked up behind the pace car. Jeremiah Cromer had another issue with that front end of that car. Oh, that car just does not want to steer. He's now ripped the left front steering out of it. Pigeon-toed. That thing isn't going to go any further for him. It's like Jaden McGowan might have had another crash. Afterwards, he's trying to take that car back home. After he took Murrieta out, proceeded to go around another lap, spin himself out again into the wall. And then let's take another look here at what happened in turn one between Cordray and Cromer. Cromer already has left front suspension pooched on that car. Blows turn one, boom, into the side of Marco Cordray. That was lap one, turn one. That put Cordray all the way at the tail end of the field. He's had to work his way back through, got himself up into 8th place. And that's where we stand right now here under the competition yellow. So we know Heaton Jr. has already come in for his service. He came in just before the yellow. I suspect the rest of the field will come in, get some fuel, get some new rubber. And we'll fire them up again. See Reagan Carty coming in. Looks like Bruce Velasquez Munoz is going to stay out. Oh no, he is. That was a lap car, sorry, that stayed out. Munoz in, Toth in, Becker in. Heaton Jr. coming in again. Kevin Allen going to stay out here. Interesting move by Kevin Allen. Michael Cordray, he's going to stay out, but I believe he might have been a lap down, so he'll have to wait to come in to service this time. He and Kajim back out on track, so those two cars are a lap down. They're going to have to wait another lap to go in. Hurd and Price should have been a lap down too as well. They should have had to wait one more lap, so we'll see if they get their black flags cleared. Our leader, he's done service, he's down and away. Velasquez Munoz, hear him lifting and coasting. Could be a little bit of a fuel strategy here for Bruce Velasquez Munoz, taking a little less fuel here, trying to find some pace that way. Elijah Toth currently in 3rd place, our highest ranking Toyota driver right now. See Reagan Carty picking back up behind the rest of the field, behind the pace car. So we'll see if Cordray and Murrieta pop into the pits this time by. Well, they actually did. They came in before the yellow. That's why they didn't come in last time. Interesting move by these two drivers. It puts them at the tail end of the field, but ahead of the leader. So the driver's going to pop in again, get that little extra splash of fuel. Cordray going to come in for a little more fuel. Again, remember he came in that one lap earlier, so you get that splash, and he'll go back out. Velasquez came in too as well for the extra splash of fuel here. We heard him lifting and coasting, heading up through the S's. I think he's decided not to take a chance. He's going to pop in, get that extra little splash of fuel, make sure he can make it to the checker flag. he's going to feel confident now he can get to the end without needing to save. Can Reagan Carty get to the end? He's been running the fastest laps all night, but how much fuel has he been burning doing so? Lights are on. The safety car will go green this time by. Field working their way up through the back stretch between the S's and the bus stop here now. We're on lap 17 once we go green. This should be our final yellow till the end of the race. Will Carty get the jump that he got at the start of the race, the initial green? Can Elijah Toth find a way to get into the inside turn one? At least tuck in behind and try and make a move into the bus stop. Russell Heaton Jr. in third place, up 4 spots. Can he find a way to top step on the podium? Ethan Becker in 4th place. Does he have anything for his drivers ahead? Saw him mounting a charge into that fuel run just before the green flag came out. Or the yellow flag, sorry, came out. Bruce Velasquez Munoz. He's been as high as 2nd. Can he get himself into top step? Kevin Allen, we're used to seeing him towards the front of the field. Currently sitting in 6th. Does he have something to offer these guys now that he has new rubber and a full tank of fuel? Into the final corner they go. Pace car will duck off this time by. We'll go green for lap 17. Again, 30 lap race. Getting down to the nitty gritty here. 14 laps to go. Barney holding that green flag. Carty going to get a jump before the green flag drops. Elijah Toth, terrible jump. Terrible restart for him. He's going to fall into 3rd place. Russell Heaton Jr. gets himself up into 2nd place. Ethan Becker in 4th. Bruce Velasquez Munoz trying to get a good run here in behind Becker, heading into the bus stop. Can he make that move? Toth now fighting back. Right in behind Heaton Jr. Ooh, had to back out of the throttle as Heaton Jr. came over to cover him off. Toth not going to have the run into the bus stop to potentially make that move. Becker going to hold off the charge from Velasquez. Kevin Allen a little farther back. Reagan Carty, though, back out front again. Already opened up 1.5 seconds over 2nd place Russell Heaton Jr. Heaton Jr. has a mirror full of Elijah Toth. So you come around to finish up lap 17. Heaton Jr. goes a little wide through the penultimate corner. Oof, almost brushes the wall. Tighter line there for Toth heading out of the final corner. He's going to take that spot away. Back up into 2nd place for him. Now we'll see if Russell Heaton Jr. can mount a charge on Toth to get himself back up top. Up through the S's they go. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. You could throw a blanket over them right now. Our leader, Reagan Carty, is checked out 2.4 seconds down the track. Kevin Allen's fallen back from this pack. Elijah Toth starting to pull away from Velasquez Munoz here. BVM going to have to clean up his corners here a little bit. He's bleeding a little wide. Much better carousel there than Elijah Toth. Closes that gap down some. Toth ran real wide. It's going to allow Bruce Velasquez Munoz showing the nose up the inside. Doesn't make the move. Toth's going to hold on to that position for now. Into the final corner they go, but VBM is right there. Who's going to get the better run through the final corner? It looks like it's going to be Toth. Will Bruce Velasquez Munoz try and go late on the brakes here into turn 1? He does not. Oh, Ethan Becker squarely out of turn 1, letting it all hang out. Becker wants to get up into that battle for 2nd place or 3rd. He wants one of those podium positions. Currently on the outside looking in 4th place. Heaton Jr. starting to fall off the back of this pack. They've dropped Kevin Allen. He's now 4.8 seconds back of this battle, but closest battle on the track right now is for 2nd place. Toth holding on to that position. BVM trying to take it away. This is lap 19 of 30. Into the penultimate corner they go. Munoz showing his nose, trying to force a mistake from Toth. Toth not buying it, just running his lines. If I had any advice for Bruce Velasquez Munoz right now, I'd be, unless you're going to make the move, don't show that. Oh man, Ethan Becker loses it out of the final corner, tags the wall. It's going to allow Heaton Jr. to get by. Finish up that thought on Munoz. If you're not going to attempt the move, don't show the nose. You're just compromising your entrance and exits out of the corner right now. Stay tucked in behind. Use that draft. Try and force a mistake from him. Bump draft him. Send him into the corner, maybe a mile an hour or two quicker than he's used to. That's how you get the driver to blow the braking zone. See if he gathers himself up and mounts a charge. But right now, Elijah Toth, cool as a cucumber, holding on to that second place ahead of Bruce Velasquez Munoz. Looks like Munoz has this carousel figured out, holding a tighter line than Toth the last couple times through. Final two corners, though, look like they've been going the way of Toth, having the advantage. Both the drivers holding tight to the curbing on the apex. Toth blows a little bit of the apex there in the final corner, but so does Munoz. Both these drivers pushing hard. Who's going to take second spot? Right now it's Toth. Clock ticking down. They're on lap 21 of 30 now. 9 laps left. BVM goes way out wide through turn 1. Loses a ton of time. I know we're running NASCAR limits. You can take the car all the way up to the wall and you don't get an off track there, but it's so much longer of a lap when you go out there and you see what happens. BVM loses a ton of time, almost a full second to Toth by running out wide there. Russell Heaton Jr. comfortably in 4th place. Kevin Allen now up into 5th. Ethan Becker has now pulled it into the pits. He's called it quits after having that tangle with the wall. Looks like he might have had another little off-track excursion. Let's see here what happened to Ethan Becker after that. So in behind Heaton at this point in time, heading into the bus stop. Oh, just loses it. Collects it up, goes through the bus stop, but he's going to say that's enough of that. Call it a day. Comes our battle for second place into turn 1. Toth's still holding that position, but BVM pushing hard. He's got it down to 3/10. Toth's going to go out wide. That's going to compromise his exit. We saw what happened to Velasquez Munoz a lap ago when he went wide, how much time he lost. We're seeing the same thing happen here from Toth. Advantage is going to be Munoz heading up the back stretch here. Is he going to have enough room to make the move? Looks to the inside. Toth defending well. It's going to compromise Velasquez's entrance into the bus stop. Both drivers actually compromise it through there. Oh, BVM gets squirrely heading out of the bus stop. You got to collect it up though. Somehow didn't lose a whole lot of time, but up front, Reagan Carty comfortably up front now. 9-second gap over second place. Elijah Toth through the final corner. He goes. He's going to come across the line to start lap 23. 7 laps to go. Both these drivers not worried about conserving tires. They're pushing hard. We're seeing each one of their cars getting squirrely out of each and every corner. It's going to come down to who ends up with the most rubber left underneath them here at the end. Up through the S's they go for the 23rd time. We heard that little lift of the throttle there that Velasquez had to do. Cost him a ton of time. Russell Heaton Jr. is at an off track. He's fallen down to 5th place. He's actually pulled it into the pits. We'll take a look at what happened to him in a moment. BVM trying to find desperately a way around Elijah Toth. See a little bit of debris up on the track there in the front corner. It's going to compromise their exit a little bit. Car a little loose. Into turn one. Toth with the better run out of the final corner. Velasquez Munoz trying to set up a run here through the S's. Oh, sideways through the final corner. Or through the first corner, actually, sorry. It cost a little bit of time, so we got a moment here. Let's take a look at what happened to Russell Heaton Jr. Oh, he's already locked up the left front there. It's not even rolling. So he's had some contact with the wall somewhere, and he's going to have, looks like a little more contact potentially here. So something happened to him. That car hurting. Go back to the battle for second place. They're catching up to the lap traffic of, I believe that is Jeremiah Cromer just up ahead of them. Oh, they're going to touch. Off track they go. Looks like Velasquez Munoz is going to get it back underway here a little better, a little quicker, sorry. Toth to fall in behind. We hear Velasquez Munoz on the radio. Well, you don't hear it on the broadcast, but apologizing that was his bad. But doesn't look like he's interested in getting the position back, though. Let's take another look here at what happened there. So you see the inside move by Velasquez. Oh, he just loses the back end. Comes around, and they have a little tap. They get back on track, so we'll see here if Velasquez Munoz gives that position back. By rights, he should. It doesn't look like he's interested in it, though. It's going to hold on to second place. Try to run away. Elijah Toth going to fall to third place. Kevin Allen, 12 seconds back of them, sitting in fourth place. Just been picking up positions by keeping his car clean, staying out of trouble. Greg McCarty still leading the way, though he's coming around to finish up lap 25. Across the line with 4 to go here for Reagan Carty. Comfortable 17-second gap now over Munoz and Toth. Well, they battled for lap after lap that allowed Carty to open up that gap. Comfortably up front, though. Munoz 1.4 seconds ahead of Elijah Toth. Up through the S's they go for the 26th time. Only 4 more laps around. About 3 and the rest of this one. Can Elijah Toth find some pace here to close that gap in before we get to the checkered flag? 111.88 last time for Toth. 112.16 for Velasquez. So he has a little more pace, but he's running out of laps. Kajim Burrieta back in the pits. Our second place battle heading to the line. We'll get the 3 to go this time when they cross by. Gap holding steady about 1.5, 1.6 seconds. Carty with the better run out of the final corner that time. Closed that gap down to 1.1 seconds now, just above 1 second. Elijah Toth coming fast. 8 tenths, 7 tenths. Is closing in. Into the bus stop they go. Velasquez Munoz defending, trying to hold on to that second place position. 2.5 laps left. Can Toth find a way around? Can he get himself back into second place? Place he'd been holding on to after we went back green again here after the caution. A little bit of contact between he and Munoz in this corner a number of laps ago. dropped him to third place. We're going to pick up the 2 to go this time. Hearing on the radio, Velasquez Munoz is going to let Toth by. There we go. He's going to relinquish the position back to Toth. Probably should have did a number of laps ago, but he's done it either way. So now they'll have a 2-lap battle here. Settle who's going to get which step on the podium. Toth currently holding on to second place. Velasquez Munoz holding on to third. He'd probably love to get up into that second step though. Drag race down the back straight into the bus stop. Who's going to be the late breaker here? Toth to the inside. Oh, it slides out wide. He's going to have the inside line for the exit though. Velasquez Munoz looks into the inside, holds that tighter line through the carousel. Toth likes to run it out wide through this section. He's going to do it again. They come up into the corner where we saw them battle here earlier. We saw Munoz lose the back end, get a little into the side of Toth. Not to happen this time. Going to pick up the white flag this time by. Who's going to take second spot? Reagan Carty comfortably up front. 23 seconds now ahead of these drivers. They get the lap traffic of Jeremiah Cromer just up ahead of them. Toth going defensive into turn 1. Velasquez hangs it out wide, tries for the cutback. Trying to get the better run through turn 1 as they head up through the S's. So that lap car gets out of the way here. Lets them run through. Thank you to the lapper for moving over. Here they come into the bus stop for the last time. Toth going to lead them through. Velasquez Munoz running at an opportunity here to make the move. We've seen him hold a tighter line here through the carousel. Can he do it again this time? Leader Reagan Carty across the line to take the win, but back to the battle for second place. Munoz going to take it through the exit of the carousel. Toth got squirrely, lost that position. Bruce Velasquez Munoz up into second place now. Only 2 more corners for him to go to hold on to that position. Toth trying to fight back here late in the brakes, but he's going to run out of time. To the line they go. Bruce Velasquez Munoz going to come home in second with Elijah Toth in third. Kevin Allen going to finish up just outside of the podium here in fourth place. Russell Heaton Jr. has lost it into turn 1. Like Cordray bringing the Mr. Clean machine home in 6th place, 1 lap down. So I believe Cordray should be the final car to cross the line, then this one will be official. We'll take a look at the final official results. There we go, and he does. He makes that one official, so that'll wrap up. Oh! The Mr. Clean car is no longer clean, folks. All right, let's take a look at the official results here for this one. Reagan Carty takes the win, 24 seconds over Bruce Velasquez Munoz. Takes the second step on the podium away from Elijah Toth on the final lap. Toth comes home in third. Kevin Allen in fourth. Russell Heaton Jr. brings it home in fifth. Michael Cordray in sixth. Murrieta in seventh. Price in eighth. Hurd in ninth. McGowan in 10th. Becker and Cromer round out your 12-car field. So while we wait for a driver or two to head into the booth here to chat, let's take another quick look here at the pass from Velasquez Munoz on Elijah Toth. So head into the carousel here. We saw that lap after lap. Velasquez Munoz was able to hold a tighter line. Toth usually ran out wide. Toth got squirrely trying to run that line. And that's all that Velasquez Munoz needed to take that second step on the podium away from Elijah Toth. So hats off to both those drivers. Heck of a battle from the drop of the green flag to restart the race. They went door to door pretty much the entire time. That's what we love to see. the most part, clean racing. They had that little bit of contact that eventually Velasquez Munoz gave back the position. Excellent sportsmanship there by him, but let's bring in our race. Let's bring in our race winner, Regan Carty, to have a chat. Regan, pretty easy day for you. Qualified on pole. From the drop of both greens, you got to jump on the field and you're just going to watch them get smaller and smaller through your rearview mirror.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. My teammate Kaheme was very, very fast. I just got very lucky with him getting held up, and then he unfortunately got wrecked. So yeah, that definitely, as you say, pretty smooth sailing after that, since he was taken out of the competition, unfortunately. But yeah, good day.
Now, next week we head to Bristol, drastically different track than the streets here of Watkins Glen. Is Bristol a track you enjoy racing at? I know some people really hate the small bull ring type tracks, where others really love them. How are you feeling about Bristol?
Oh, I love Bristol so much. Honestly, it's probably one of my favorite short tracks out there. It's just so fast, and yeah, tire wear is literally the main thing you got to worry about there. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But before we let you go here, Reagan, anybody want to shout out that may be watching at home?
Shout out to my friend who was watching the stream, and shout out to my teammates as well. Elijah, who just joined in this race, got third, I'm pretty sure, and obviously shout out to KJ or Kaheme, who was very fast as well, but yeah, unfortunately got taken out. But yeah, shout out to them a lot.
Yeah, we had a look at that a couple times. I'm still not sure what happened there, but either way, that's for the stewards to decide. Congrats, Reagan. Best of luck to you tomorrow night if you're racing, and if not, next week at Bristol. Take care.
Thank you very much. Take care.
So that was our winner, Regan Carty. Let's quickly bring in our second place driver here, Bruce Velasquez Munoz. Bruce, we saw you and Elijah go door to door here, basically from the restart, that second green flag drop where he's battled tooth and nail through there. A little bit of contact with about 7 or 8 laps to go. You eventually gave back the position to Elijah just to snatch it away on the final lap. Did you feel comfortable that you could take that position away from him before you got to the checkered flag?
Yeah, I honestly was trying to give a battle to him, because in my head, when I was realizing that Elijah was Regan's teammate, and I was thinking in my head that he's trying to hold me off so Regan could get a gap, and then that's when I turned aggressive off to on, and I try to give him a little bit of, like, just to make a mistake for me to pass him. Going into that turn, I was trying to make a dive bomb, but I accidentally locked up my brakes and accidentally took him out, and seeing that both of us were alive, and then Junior was Junior's dead. I just heard him in the background saying that I should give up the position, and then I did. Then a few laps later, I managed to get a run on him going after the bus stop, and then try to take the position away, and then I did. But honestly, it was a good battle with him.
Yeah, it was real tooth and nail going down to the end. It was good to see. It was nice to see. We could see where there was parts of the track where you had a little more pace, and then other parts of the track where he had a little more pace. But Bristol next week, drastically different than Watkins here. How comfortable are you feeling heading in there with the ARCA cars?
Honestly, with Bristol, I don't know if I'm going to do Bristol or not, but seeing that of how small it is, I can tell that we're going to have a bunch of wrecks because of the massive runs we're going to have going off the exits. But hopefully it could be a good race and not going to be a chaos race, honestly.
Yeah, Bristol always seems to go one way or the other, where you have a whole lot of carnage or it's a good long green flag run. But before we let you go here, Bruce, any shout-outs you want to give to anybody watching at home?
I just want to give out to Russell Sr. for watching the race, watching the broadcast, for cheering me and Junior as I was trying to get the win, but I couldn't, to break that winless streak since Thompson. Shout out to Junior, my teammate. Shout out to JRSR for giving me that seat since last season. Shout out to y'all for the broadcast. Shout out to my family. Shout out to a few buddies of mine that's probably not watching at home. Luke, a good friend of mine. This name I haven't mentioned in a while. Hunter, he was a good friend of mine, and I pretty much still talk to him because like we live in the same state. But I just want to give out to a good shout out to him, a good old Bayou. Shout out to my brother for pretty much teaching me how to drive here on road course. But other than that, shout out to RCR for the race, and shout out to Regan for the win. And I guess I should give a shout out to Elijah for having a good battle. And if you're watching, I am sorry about what happened. I gave you back the position, and it was a good battle at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hats off to Bruce on the second place finish. Best of luck tomorrow night if you're racing, and if not, we'll catch you at some point in time next week here on Racers Nexus. Take care.
Yeah, you too.
So I'll do it here from us for us here at Watkins Glen. Again, this has been Racers Nexus. I'm Rob Campbell. If you're interested in joining this league, they race ARCA cars on Friday night, truck racing on Saturday. It's free to enter, broadcasted here on Racers Nexus both nights. You can find the link to their Discord in the description of the video. So go down there, hop on in, click on that link. You'll also find yourself a nice little 5% discount code for Apex Sim Racing Shop. Get 5% off anything they sell, whether it's their own accessory items or anything from Sim Magic, SimiCube, Moza. Basically, they have everything you need to get yourself in sim racing so you can be out here racing with the rest of the guys on track. And again, all the action brought to you by Track Camps 22, Track Camps 4 Gourmets. We thank them for being on board as usual. So same time, same place tomorrow night for truck racing. Otherwise, we'll catch you back Friday night next week for some more ARCA racing at Bristol. Until then, bye for now.